Good morning, good Monday morning. This is our weekly live. If you're looking at this for the very first time, thank you so much for watching us on YouTube. We're also in Facebook, our private group on my personal on my private page, and then also in our membership site. So wherever you're watching, thank you so much. I look forward to this one. This one's a hot one because I am super passionate about what we're going to talk about today. By the way, if you don't know who I am, my name is Kevin Harris, and I help real estate professionals, agents, title reps, marketers, lenders, all become the hero in their own story by focusing on what's important and then living the life that they want to live, not just selling real estate or being in a real estate transaction. That's how we fund what we want to do. So today, if you haven't noticed, if you've known me before, I'm going El Natural on my hair. Most people have never seen me like this, but I'm trying something new. We'll see if it sticks. And I'm super excited about this. So let's get started. So the title was "The Call You Keep Ignoring." What do I mean by that? Well, here's the thing. All of us, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're in sales, have a call that we know we're supposed to be doing, but we haven't done it yet. Something that we have in our head said that we were going to do, whether it's our business, whether it's our health, it doesn't matter what it is, but let's talk about the business side. Something in your business that you know if you did it, it would help your business. It would move your business further down the line. It would get you more sales. It'd get you more buyers. It'd get you more sellers, whatever that is. What is that thing? Right? Here's a little accountability. Put it in the comment section. Put it in the chat. Because here's the important thing about it. We often think that we're the only ones that have that. Like, it makes us kind of weird because the people we hang out with, for the most part, if you look at statistics, have what they call a job, right? I have a friend, a fellow coach, who says he calls it prison. And he kind of ironically, because he spent 20 years in corporate life before he became an entrepreneur, and he said he finally broke out of prison. And I mean, I'm not saying if you have a W-2, not a problem. It's 95% of the people on the planet, definitely 95% of the people in America have a job, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you decided to become an entrepreneur in the real estate world specifically, you were probably broke out of jail. Like, you had a job and then you decided that you were going to quit your job or have plans to, so that you could have some type of freedom, time freedom, money freedom, something that this thing that we said we're going to do can provide. Okay. If that holds true, if that's ringing, why don't you put it in the chat? Because I want to hear from people, and I will promise you this: I answer every single email and every single comment. My goal is to answer every single one of them and help you get to the next step of your hero story, no matter if you're a member of our group or not. So I say that to say this: if you have that thing that you know you should be doing, what is the problem? What's the problem? Here's what I would tell you about being a hero in your own story. Every hero that you can think of said no first. Think about it. Luke Skywalker, if you're a big Star Wars fan, Luke Skywalker said no. He had to go tend the fields and wasn't going to go with Obi-Wan. Moses was at the burning bush. God himself said, Moses, I'm going to send you to bring my people out of captivity. And he said, no, I can't speak good. Right? If you know the story. Frodo said, I'm just a hobbit. Send somebody else. Every hero that takes that journey starts with a no, a hard no. So if that's you, which it probably is in some form or fashion, I know it has been me, and there are things in my life that I say no to when I know I should be doing them. Just understand that's not an excuse. That's just the second chapter of the book. Here's the problem, though. Most people allow that no to be the entire story. They allow it to be the story that they tell for the rest of their life. That chapter 2 of the book of your hero story never gets written because we stay on the no for whatever reason. And here's a few reasons that I kind of came up with when I was writing this out. I call it, think about it as costumes. Like we put a costume on and we just kind of say no because, and then we have this costume that we wear that sounds and looks good, but internally we know it's just a costume. We know that it's just a reason, an excuse. Number one, not yet. The costume of not yet. Not yet meaning, I'm not ready. When things start to settle down, when things start to calm, like when I get over this thing that I'm doing right now and I just settle down, and when things settle down in my life, then I'll start. Well, I don't know about you, but my life is not, as an analogy, my life is not a lake. It's a river. A lake sits calm. Every once in a while, it blows up, but then it calms. You look, a glassy lake, beautiful scenery when you see a lake that's just glass, right? My life hardly ever, if ever, has ever been glass. There's always a reason. There's always something going on. It's more like a river. Like it just keeps going. It just keeps going. And we never get to the calm to quote unquote start. Just a costume, just an excuse, just a reason why we decide not to answer that call. Number two, not enough. So I don't have enough knowledge. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. And when I do, then I'll do the thing. And again, when is that? When in your life have you ever had enough to feel comfortable being uncomfortable? When have you had enough time to then, okay, now I will take care of the thing. The other part is a lot of realtors deal with this. I would say the majority of the real estate population, they get stuck in, I don't know enough. And when I know enough, then I'll do the open house. Then I'll call the for sale by owner. Then I'll reach out to my friends. Then I'll, whatever it is. And what I tell agents all the time when I talk to them is you're never going to feel like you know enough to do the thing until you do the thing. It's what they call, it's the paralysis of getting ready to get ready. And so that's number two. Number three, not me. This is Frodo's, right? I'm not worthy. This is not how I do things. This is not who I am. This is not in my personality. Says who? That's a story you made up. And you've lived your entire life around that story of I'm an introvert. I don't like people. I don't like to speak in public. Those are all stories that we wrap our entire life and our entire ego around. I've seen people that are what you would consider introverts, once they made the decision to answer that call to do the thing, and then they went down that path and they started going down that path of their hero story, all of a sudden, oh my gosh, they became an extrovert. By the way, if you know my story, that's my story. My story is real simple. I don't have time to talk about it in this call because it's only 30 minutes, but here's what I will tell you. I was an introvert in high school, a wallflower. Ask anybody, go on Facebook and find one of my friends. I was the one who said no more than I said yes. But inside, there was this lion wanting to come out. Hence the reason why I have on the back, I think you can see it, the lion that I keep, the lion and the lamb that I keep on my wall. It reminds me of who I am and who I want to be and who I want to be perceived as. But that didn't always happen, right? So that's my story, not me. I'm not that person. Yes, you are. If your call is in your head, it's meant for you. I call it your purpose, but it's meant for you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a big thing, but you're the reason, you're the one who's supposed to be doing it. Number 4, I'm too busy. I'm just busy, right? We say we're busy all the time. It's like we wear it as a coat of armor. Like we're just too busy. When things, when I quit getting so busy, then I'll do the thing. Well, here's what I know. Nobody that I've ever met, have I'm looking at my iPhone only because last week I had it on mute the entire time. So I wanted to make sure we were still live. But nobody that I had that I've met has been so busy that if they really wanted to do something, really go on vacation, really go see the grandkids, and with me and my wife's example, that we didn't drop what we were doing to go do the thing. When it's fun and when it's a known and not uncomfortable, it's very easy not to be busy. But when it's something that we have to go do that's uncomfortable, well, we can be busy. I mean, we can be real busy. Okay, so that's 4 excuses. Not yet, not enough, not me, too busy. So let me talk about something else that hits home for me. There is a cost. There is a huge cost that we face by not doing the thing. If you get gray in your hair like I have, you start to realize that cost, and that cost is pretty high. And it's the cost of not doing the thing, not of doing it. We all can calculate the cost of doing it. We can all get on a spreadsheet. Like I got a pro forma on something that I'm starting. I let AI help me with the pro forma, and I can put numbers in and it'll tell me what the cost is to start the thing. But we're terrible at calculating what's the cost of not starting the thing. Here's an example in my own life. Here, looking in the mirror per se. I always say again, one of my coaches says this. I love it. I like to eat my own cooking, which means I like to listen to myself when I'm giving you advice or giving you some of the things that are the takeaways, and apply them into my life to make sure that I'm actually doing it. So I always wanted to start a band. So if anybody knows me, been around me long enough, they know that I sing all the time. I say I've got a jukebox in my head and songs go in and they never come out. I don't say I sing great. I carry a tune, but I'm not saying I sing great. But I do enjoy singing. Drives my wife crazy. We used to play Name That Tune on road trips. And it's all different types of music that I love. I wanted to start a band 30 years ago. Not to be a rock singer necessarily, not to be a country singer, just because I enjoy doing it. Well, it's over 3 decades and I still don't have a band. I mean, if you look behind me, music is in my blood. I have a guitar that I play okay because I've never committed to that thing. Now, I'm not saying I should have, but I necessarily want to, do it to make a living at it. But there's a cost to me not doing it. When I see my in-law who has a small cover band, when I see him on stage, there's this little aching feeling that, man, I wish I'd have done that, right? And it aches. It'll ache at me until I'm gone home to see my father, and because it's something that I wish I would have done. Yes, I could still do it, and probably might still. I don't know. It's never been a priority enough for me to get uncomfortable doing it. Okay, but there is a cost for not doing it. So what is the cost that you have for not doing the thing in business? Most agents know, most business owners know, most salespeople know what they should be doing to get more business, to get more leads, to build or scale their business. They know what they should be doing, but because it's uncomfortable, they put it off and they put it off and they put it off, and then they wind up never doing it. And then they look back and there's a cost. So let's play a little game. Close your eyes right now, if you're watching this live or on the record, and think about 5 years from now. Just push yourself 5 years down the road. Same routine, same thing you're doing right now. Nothing's undone. It's the same thing that you're doing. What does your life look like? Is it a good one? You feel it? Because if we forecast, this is what's great about doing these things, right? Doing these exercises regularly. If we forecast our life 5 years down the road, living the exact same life we're living now, especially as an entrepreneur, we realize that there's a lot of pain involved with that. And what I want you to do is get really clear on what that pain is, so that it's painful enough now that it pushes you into that uncomfortable mode. It pushes you into doing the thing, to answering the call. Because when that happens, the only way it usually happens is there's enough pain. We like to think we run to pleasure, but we really run away from pain. So put that pain in your life. Meditate on that 5 years down the road and not accomplishing the thing that you want to accomplish, not doing the thing that you want to do. Is that the life you want, or is it the life where you get uncomfortable now, so that 5 years down the road you can look back and go, oh my gosh, what a miracle, what a great thing, what a great business, what a great income source, what a great savings account that I have, investment, flips, whatever it is. Doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that you answer the call. Just remember, comfort is not free. It comes at a cost. And the cost is the life that you wanted. The cost is that the life that you wanted. And you can have it, but you got to get uncomfortable, because nothing we do, nothing that we dream of, for most of us, is in the comfortable space that we're in now. We dream what I call your hero story. Everyone's got one. What would it look like if you were 20 pounds lighter? What would it look like if you had multiple six figures in the savings account? What would it look like if you were a team leader? If you had a sales pipeline that you just had to answer the call and not have to go hunt all the time? What would it look like? Well, the only way to know what it looks like ultimately is to start doing it now. So how do we do it? Most of us we never go down that road because we think we have to answer the whole thing. Like we have to have the whole plan in place and we have to have all the answers before we do the thing. And it keeps us from doing the thing. It keeps us from creating that hero journey, keeps us from going down the path. Really what it is what's the first small step? What's the small step that you can make today, not tomorrow, not Friday, not next week? What's the small step you can do today? I've got an idea for you. Here's the idea. Call it out loud and let somebody know. Not because if it lives in your head, it's just a dream. And until there's accountability around it, that dream will forever be a dream. So I want you to think about, who can you tell? A friend, maybe a spouse. You give them the actual number. Can you register the name on GoDaddy? Can you post it publicly in a Facebook page? Can you send one message to somebody that you know will help you with the accountability piece? Can you record the first video telling people what you're going to do? That's a big one, right? That's a lot of accountability. And it's a great opportunity for you to start the thing. So here's what I got for you. Whether you have someone or not, you may know that we have a coaching group. It's a free coaching group for realtors, for real estate agents. And this is the call that we do. One of the calls that we do. We also have a Friday call that we do the masterminds in. So we actually do like a hot seat for people that are on the call. So we've opened up our group by starting what we call the local edge communities, or what you would think of is like a fellowship, right? This is not a networking event because networking is about getting leads and all that kind of stuff. And that may or may not happen. This is about building each other's businesses. What I know is that there are people out there, there are vendors. We call them vendors. I call them business partners. But there are business partners out there that are dying to help you with your business. They don't always know it because they're afraid that you think that they're not capable. But what I know from being in a lot of rooms over the past 6 years is most vendors not all, but most vendors have some unique skills that realtors really, really need. Business acumen, how to be able to do lead flow, how to follow up. I just had someone, we're looking at a space for something I'll talk about in a second, an actual space. And I've had this person follow up 11 times in the past 4 days. I mean, in the past 5 days. I mean, it's been great and not bugging me, just wanting to know the answer. And I told her, I said, if I had real estate agents that would follow up like you, they'd make tons of money, but most agents don't. Well, I know that most vendors have to. So I just say that to say we created the Hero Edge that is actually in multiple cities now, DFW, Dallas, Fort Worth. We've got one in Tyler called Piney Woods. We've got one in Virginia called Coastal Virginia. We've got one, we'll have one in Houston. We're going to have one in San Antonio. We're going to have one in Vegas, probably before the end of the year. If I didn't mention your city and you're watching this and you want a community of people all building their businesses together, and think of it as like a fellowship, okay? But a business fellowship, make sure you put it in the comment section what city, if you're not in one of those cities, and we'll connect and see if we can get that started for you. There's no cost for the realtors because the vendors are willing to come in and subsidize the cost of running the communities so that they can build relationships with realtors and real estate agents so that they can help them build their business and in turn build their business. It's the same model that real estate agents use when they talk to their sphere. Like, we just want to help people in our sphere, people that we know, people that know us. We want to help them. And by helping them, we get paid. I mean, it's the same model, and we're building that across the nation. So here's the thing. Here's the moves I want you to make this week, and then we're done. Number one, name your call. Name what the call is that you're being called to do, whether it's a lead gen call, whether it's buying a piece of tech. We have the Beacon, which is the marketing platform, CRM marketing platform that we have inside our group. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's starting the book. Maybe it's watching the video and then or doing the video, starting a YouTube channel, doing the open house. I don't know what it is, but name it out loud in writing. Write it down. Okay, bold letters. Put it wherever you're going to see it multiple times. I used to write stuff, still do, write stuff on my mirror in the morning. So that every morning when I got up, I saw it. Okay. It's a good way of starting. Number two, take the small step. Take the small step to move forward with it. Maybe it's researching the name and going ahead and buying the name. Maybe it's we're starting a business, me and my wife, and I did that last night. I went to the Texas comptroller to see if the name was available. Okay. And now today we're going to be purchasing the name and the legal LLC. So when you do that, there's accountability around it, right? So what's the small step that you can make? It's not getting ready to get ready. It's doing the thing. Okay. I can't enforce that enough. Number three, show up on Friday in our mastermind call. Again, if you're not part of the community, just DM me, put it in the comment section, wherever you're watching this. If you've got my email, you can email me back. If you're getting my Mondays emails, my Friday emails, you can email me back and let me know, and I'll bring you in. Okay. I'll bring you into the fellowship. Okay. And if you're one of those cities, I'll connect you with the people who want to connect with you, because the reality is, guys, no one does this alone. And the saying that I used to say is no one's coming to save you, which is true. But here's what I will tell you today. No one's going to hand you permission. No one's coming to hand you permission. No one's coming to give you the email that says, now you can start. It's up to you. It's your hero story. You got to start it. If you know that for sale by owners is a way to make an extra 1 to 2 deals a month because they have a house, they need to sell it, and they don't have an agent. That's literally the definition of a for sale by owner. And that's what you're called. Like, that's what you think you want to do. Well, then what's the first thing to do? Go to Zillow, find the number, make the phone call, mess it up, right? But now you did the thing. Now you know what you don't know. Because if you don't start, you'll never know what you don't know, and you just think you know. And that's a terrible place to be. No one is coming to hand you permission. Permission granted. If you're watching this, permission granted. I'm giving you permission to start the thing. Okay. Now, here's caveat. Don't start Monday and blow up your entire life on Tuesday. You don't have to start it that way. Start with the simple thing, one step at a time, and build momentum. Because once the momentum starts, it's hard to stop. Once you push a rock down a rolling hill or around a hill, once it starts to get going, harder to stop. But you got to get that momentum going. You got to make those, you got to push and push and push until it starts getting momentum. And then it becomes a place where you can actually live out your hero story. My hope, my goal, my prayer for you is that this video, if you're watching it on YouTube, this video challenges you, gets you into that uncomfortable world. Look, makes you go into the cave that you don't want to go to, because that's where everything that you ever want in life is in the deep, dark cave. And when you go there and you face the monster, which you'll find out 99.9% of the time is the monster's not what you think it is. It doesn't have teeth. And it's just this thing. That's the internal ego thing that keeps us from becoming the hero in our own story. So my hope, my goal, my prayer for you is that you start today to become the hero in your own story by answering the call. You guys be great. Thank you so much for watching. Again, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I would appreciate if you did that. We're trying to build that up. If there'll be a bunch of links in the description if you want to get a hold of me, if you want to know more about the Hero Edge communities that we're building. And I can't wait to hear all the stories of the success and the failures, which means it's just you're learning how to be successful. So you guys be great. Have a great Monday. Let's go rock it and let's become the hero of our own story. Peace and love.